Good day and welcome to another edition of Outsider Genie, where we will be looking at the race meeting from Kenilworth, the winter course today, the 25th of November. It's hard to think that in 50 days' time we will be celebrating Christmas. And if we look back at this year, I think 2020 will go down in history as one of the worst years in most people's lives. But we are positive and we always try to look at the positive, and we're looking forward. We're having nice racing this weekend. We're having the Summer Cup, and then it's the start of the summer season in Cape Town, which is also one of the highlights of my racing. I'm always looking forward to that, seeing top racehorses taking each other on. So yeah, on the racing scene, hopefully soon the crowds will be back and everybody will be happy. So for the persons who watch this video the first time, just quickly tell you what Outsider Genie do. What Outsider Genie do is we do form analysis of races, and then through our form analysis, we try and give you outsider selections that you can add to your own selections, hopefully catching the bigger dividend. During the week and last week, we've given you horses that paid handsomely for places. We gave you a quartet that paid 14,000 Rand. So it's worth your while including our selections in your play. Yesterday at the Val, we also had a good day. I'll tell you about that now. To receive this notification when these videos are published, click the subscribe now and ring the bell, and you will be notified every time that we post a video. You can always find us at uh, Twitter, Instagram, and our contact details 0835855133. And yesterday at the Val, we had a very good day. We gave you 5 out of the 8 races. We gave you race 2, put on the red light, that everybody could find that, but still we did recommend it, even money. We also said in that same video that the stablemate will run second, which duly happened. And I think the exacta paid like R6.50, which is a good odds. If we took the 2 horses, 6.5 to 1, instead of backing the favorite at even money, you would have been in the money. Then race 3, our outsider selection, number 11, B Pop, was first. Then our race 4, outright selection, Wild Heritage, won very easily. He was back from 7 to 1 to 9 to 2. And then race 6, outsider selection, number 13, Piccadilly Square, ran first, 13 to 1. And then race 7, not really an outsider, was 33 to 10, but we also did recommend was away. So we were not too bad, I think. So we are in form. So this weekend kicks off is the Summer Cup, and also on Friday we have got this Black Friday specials. I'm not a big believer in that, but in the spirit of Black Friday, I've put together a package for you that are really special. The total value of this package is 1,400 Rand, and what you get is you will get a selections if you're not a subscriber for this weekend. Then you get subscriptions for December and end of January when normally the Metropolitan Stakes is run. And then I also add in both my videos how to read Computaform and Punt to win. And you can all have that for 350 Rand. That gives you a 75% discount. But remember, the offer are only valid till the 27th of February. So you need to pay on or before the 27th of November, not February, November. February we won't be seeing soon. So, and also what will include this for this weekend, you get the race by race selections, and then only for subscribers, there will be a race by race analysis of each of the Pick 6 races. I'll be doing that tomorrow, so you can have it on Friday in time for you to do your selections. Selections for trifecta, quartet, PA, and Pick 6, value base and best bet of the day, and also suggested all to comes for the day. If you don't want to sign up that, but you only want to sign up for the weekend, you can do so for 200 Rand, and then you'll get all the above as well. And also then there's selections from Friday till Sunday. If you don't want to sign up for anything of the top 2, but you would like to get the videos, both of them, you can have them for 175 Rand. So what do we normally give for our subscribers every day? Race by race selections, daily recommended all to come doubles out of value bets. And I can say you our value bets often, if they don't win, at least they run a place. And normally I've had value bets paying 9, 10 rand a place. Then we give you best bets of the day. We don't give you 8 to 10 or a 6 to 10. You can find that yourself. On the Val at 9th of November, we give you a best bet of the day that was 7 to 1, duly arrived. Also, quartet and trifecta selections. You also on the 19th of November, we gave a quartet at the Val paying 17,000 Rand. So you can use our number as is or use some of our numbers, add them with your selections. And the same goes for the PE and the for the PA and the Big Six. You can play them as is or add in some numbers if you can afford a little bit bigger perm. Then you will receiving the selections of every day on a WhatsApp. You receive this one page. You'll get the race by race selection, pick six, PA, trifectas and quartets, daily value bets, and you get an all to come double in each for two all to come doubles. So now let's get on to the business of racing, where we'll be racing from Kenilworth, as I said. And let's have a look at the betting, where the first race is at 1200 meters, and this is on the winter course. Here the betting is number 60, numbers 9, T'Challa 6 to 10, 53 to 10, Mice and Mercy, 11 to 2, Isapa, 9 to 1, Orlov, Jamrock 25 to 1, Pounder Dream 33 to 1, Matleni 33 to 1, 50 to 1, and longer the rest, scratching number 6. Now, in this race, the favorite is number 9. Let's have a look at number 9. T'Challa. T'Challa had 12, had 2 races. The first race was very good at Durbanville, and then people were looking for him to follow up, and unfortunately he ran unplaced, and that's why it makes me a little bit nervous taking the 6 to 10 on this horse, because he did disappoint before, and there's nothing to say that cannot happen again today. So for me, the 6 to 10 is not tempting. I will not be taking the 6 to 10. I've only got one outsider selection in this race today, and that's number 5, Isapia. They debuted this horse over the 1200 meters and then over the 1600 meters, now back to the 1200 meters. And I've just got a feeling that this horse is going to run an improved race today, although on the breeding side should be looking for distance, but maybe they bring it back to the 1200 for a reason. I'm not sure, but definitely this race very open. There's a few first timers, and some of the horses that has run, the form isn't too good. Yes, Mice and Mercy. They also debuted this last time ran a better race over 1950. Now back on over the 1200 meters, but just because Marcus is on board, now they're betting this horse 33 to 10. I cannot understand that. Obviously, this horse is looking for the longer distances. Now today, running over the 1200 meters, whereby before he did show that he's going to need longer distances. But maybe the field is so weak that they feel they can get away with it. Yeah, as I said, but they are first timers, and one is not always a certain of their ability. So let's go down to race number 2, where we have a maiden plate over 1200 meter again. The first couple of races are all maiden plates. Here the betting is number 7, the Bull, 15 to 20. Number 6, Collusive, 11 to 2. Happy Chappy, 13 to 2. Happy Aristocrat, 10 to 1. Bromance, 14 to 1. Old Tawny, 14 to 1. Billy Kimber, 16 to 1. 22 to 1 and longer. The rest, scratch number 4, Big in Texas. So here the favorite is number 7, the Bull, the Bull. But I did go for it. But again, this horse had a decent first run. Now having its second run, and it was really good. 22.2 fastest 400. And I think if we can repeat that run, we'll probably land up in the winner's box. For outsider selections, I went for number 6, Collusive. I also feel that the horse can improve from his debut run. Was 7 lengths behind, but did stayed on at the finish, and maybe can improve. My other outsider selection is number 2, Happy Chappy. is improving slowly, can probably run into the placings today. He was out. There was a first timer I wanted to look at here. Oh no, maybe it was in another race. Okay, I'm getting confused, I think. All right, so let's move on to race number 3. Maiden plate fillies and mares over 1200 meters again. And here the betting is as follows. Race number 3, number 9, 17 to 10. Gaylac, You Baby. Crown Diamond 4 to 1. Walk of Fame 4 to 1. Born to be Queen 10 to 1. Starboard 13 to 1. Brave New World 14 to 1. Forbidden Kiss 25 to 1. Spring Festival 25 to 1. And 28 to 1 and longer the rest. Here we have scratchings number 2, number 5, and number 15. So here in race 3, my first selection is number 7, which is Crown Diamond. This horse improved tremendously from a first to a second run. That show a lot of pace, and maybe today Richard Fourie can just maybe show a little bit of restraint. I think this horse today, Crown Diamond, a really serious runner. Then outside the selections, yeah, this is the horse I was looking for in a previous race, and now I see it running in race 3. Is this Trippy by out of a Crockville Valley by Western Winter? I'm sure this Croc Valley is a good broodmare, has found some decent foals, and I think was also a decent horse herself. Keep an eye out for this. I think Brave New World is going to have a good debut. Definitely include in all your bets. Then my other outsider selection is number 1, Born to be Queen. I'm looking for this horse from the Dean Cameron Stayer to also run on. All of a sudden, the master of my fate can't go wrong. They keep on winning races. There's also already a 4-year-old and only had 3 runs, so keep an eye out for that. In the favorite here, I'll just have a look at the favorite is Gaylac, Your Baby. Nothing wrong with the debut. It ran 3 lengths behind Karat, but unfortunately Karat came out after that and has done nothing. It didn't show a lot. I'm always waiting for a horse. Sometimes they run a good first race and then they fail in their second race. So also, yeah. So that's my conclusion for race number 3. Let's move on to race number 4, where we have also maiden plate over 1600 meters. Let's have a look at the betting. Here we have number 5, Legitimate 17 to 10, Divergent 28 to 10, Superior Leader 9 to 2, Crack It Open 6 to 1, Jean Carlos 14 to 1, and as well as Royal News and 53 to 1 and longer the rest. So let's have a look here. Here in race 4, my first selection is number 7 again, and that is Superior Leader. To me, I think Superior Leader is going to love this longer distance. He's running on reasonably in his races, but I think Ryan van der Kerk at this stage has got one of the highest percentage wins in the Cape, and I think he will be doing his utmost to get Superior Leader past the post first. Now let's have a look at number 5, Legitimate. Also comes from Wazrat, some runs in KwaZulu-Natal, and since he came back, had 2 runs on Kenilworth. Yeah, last time out he was strongly fancied, just got run out of it by Water Bring. Before that was just beaten under 5 lengths by Mafo. Certainly, I don't think that quite of a certainty can win the race, but there are others with chances. Crack It Open also improved in his last race, and I think he can follow up and improve further. Then I just want to go down here to the here we have number 15, John Carlos. If this horse was drawn better, it would have been one of my selections. Going over the 1600 meters now, it is a Frankel colt. Um, Very nicely bred mare by Holy Roman Empire. So I'm thinking Juan Carlos, look out for this one for improvement, do include in all your bets. And then I see that there's some money around for number 16. Royal News is a dynasty out of Western Wintermere. Will definitely improve. Will definitely like the 1600 meters, although I had a very dismal debut. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think this horse is gonna need a run or two to to be competitive. Then we move to race number 5, another maiden plate. First 5 out of 8 races, all maiden plates. Let's have a look at the betting. Here we have Do Angels Cry 18 to 10, Perfect Princess 2 to 1, Glitter in the Air 5 to 2, Everlow 7 to 1, 20 to 1, and longer the rest, Scratch 7 and 10. Now, last time out, I gave this horse my best bet of the day, and I really was sure of this horse. I was looking, he's going to go over the longer distances. And to my amazement and dismay, actually, they took the horse to the front. I couldn't understand it. This horse was drawn 1. There was no reason for him to take the horse to the front. He could have sat pretty second, third, and then just let the horse run on at the end. But no, um, he just popped the horse out, went to the front, and he got run out of it at the end. Today they got Anton Marcus on board, but now again it's drawn 10. But I'm sure Anton will know how to handle that, get the horse slotted in, go further forth, and then run on at the end to claim the race. The favorite is number 1, Do Angels Cry, also in with a very good chance. The stable is in form. They're getting the winners. He did run improved race last time out over the Kenilworth 1600 meters. But if you can see that the times where there was 100.94 and the time there was 99.86, and yeah, so and it's about a week difference. So I do think that the race that Perfect Princess was in was a little bit faster, and that's why number 2 Perfect Princess is my princess, is my selection. Also best bet of the day. There was sort of prizes also that I could go with best bets, but as I said before, I always try and find some value. Then for outsider, you could go for number 3, Everett Low. Also improved last time out, Richard Fourie on board, but was 6 lengths behind Rain in the market, which is running today. Rain in the market won by about 6 lengths. So Everett Low did improve, but can probably involve for the placings. Then let's move on to the next race, which is um, race number 6, probably the race everybody would wait for today, the Pinnacle Stakes. And there's not going to be a lot to talk about. This field, 4 to 10, Rainbow Reach, Silver Operator 14 to 10, Wild Ghost 15 to 10, 92 African Night Sky, 92 Captain of Stealth, 15 to 2 Photocopy. Yes, here we have Rainbow Reach making his debut, getting a pipe opener. And, as always, I say, good horses, they have so much ability that they can run over shorter distances. Rainbow Reach had that 2 runs and 1 win, and a second over 1400 meters. So I don't think he'll be shy on this distance, although he's been running over longer distances, but I don't think that will be a problem. I think the horse, in my mind, that can chase him home is African Night Sky. African Night Sky, also not a donkey, but probably would prefer further, but has run over 1400 meters and hasn't been disgraced. So maybe this is also probably a pipe opener for African Night Sky, but I'm sure he will give a good account himself, and I'm looking for him to chase home number 1. Yeah, obviously we've got other horses here, but they're not in the same league, and I'm not going to bother discussing their chances, as I think Rainbow Reach and African Night Sky are the two really good horses in that race. So let's move on to race number 7. Here we have a look at the betting. Number 3, Zarina 17 to 10, Gimme 4 to 1, Secret Dips 9 to 2, Rocket Girl 9 to 2, 5 to 1, 50 Shades Darker, November 11 to 1, and 15 to 1 Sovereign Secret. So I had a look at this field, and I look at my choice, and when I look at the betting, I couldn't believe that this horse is 14 to 1 or 15 to 1 at that stage. Because if you look here, we're sitting here with a B division merit rate at 9 to 1. Now, if you have a look here, you'll see that Sovereign Secret, ran behind Calpe. That was a very good race, and there came 3 winners from that one. Then Count Jack was that huge race where they were running for $500,000. She ran third in that race, 2 out of 6 winners in that race. And then they took it to KwaZulu-Natal, where she ran 7 lengths behind Summit Pudding. Much stronger field than she ever will get here. Then they brought her back to the Cape Town in June behind Starfighter, stayed on now after a rest, after 26th of July, and then gave her a rest and bring her back over 1100 meters, which I think obviously might be too short for her now. But she was running on a little bit, 24.1, made late progress. So in my mind, I think Sovereign Secret is finding herself in a nice race today at a very good price. So therefore, my selection is number 2, Silver and Right. For outsider selection, but not a big outsider, Secret Depths has improved, has picked up a form again, is running well, and can also be involved in a finish. Gimme also obviously has got a place chance, never ran a bad race. 50 Shades Darker will need to improve a little bit, but ran in a future last time out, and before that was beaten by Zarina. Now there's a serious weight turnaround, which is in favor of 50 shades darker, can also be involved. Rocket Girl is also a horse that's been improving over the last few runs, can involve. So all in all, in my mind, a very open race. In my pick 6, I put in the field. Then we get to race number 8, Felicia Mares handicap 67. Let's have a look at the betting. Here we have numbers 2, Rain in Your Market 16 to 10, Silver Sabre 2 to 1, Queen's Club 8 to 1, Procrastination 14, 14 La Quinta 16 to 1, and betted the rest. Now, if you have a look here, Rain in Your Market is a talking horse. They say it's a very good horse, well bred. Won by 6 lengths last time out over the 1400 meters, over the same distance. And one would be enticed to think, that this is the banker of the race card. But I just want to point you out something. These 2 horses ran about a week between each other difference. Now, Silver Sabre, which I think will also appreciate 14 and even longer, won on a time of 86.61, where Rain in Your Market won on a time of 87.83. So 1.2 seconds slower than Silver Sabre, although maybe the jockey was getting it down, but still one can only go on times. And in my mind, I think Silver Sabre today, a very huge runner, except for a draw of 9. But I'm looking forward for a tussle between these 2. Then there is my outsider selections is number 3 and 4. Obviously, they have chances. Procrastination has been running here in belts, and I think can improve in this division. Grant for Nikak riding, not out of pair as well as number 4, La Quinta, Richard Carty riding, and I think also this horse can improve to be involved in a finish. So for my pick 6, I put in the field because I've got this policy. I put the pick 6, I put the field in the last leg because if I do survive the first 5 legs, when I get to the 6th leg, all I want to do is worry about the payout, not if I'm going to catch it. But I would think for your other players, if you disagree with me, I would think that number 1 and 2 would be the play in this race. And if you're looking for outsiders, maybe pop in 3 and 4. But I think 1 and 2 should be suffice for this. But I've seen surprises in Cape Town where you think horses are unbeatable and they even land up not running a place. So that is our preview for the day. I hope you've enjoyed my preview. Hopefully I've pointed you in the right direction for a few winners. And as I always say, break a leg. Oh yes, don't forget the Black Friday special. Good day.